Tonight on EA Sports. It's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. As we'll see Daniel Jones and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. He's to the 15, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Lawrence to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run with a former LSU Tiger. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down. Good for 28.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A run straight ahead with Achane. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Up the middle, Achane. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On third down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Alec Ingold taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Jones throw into the hands of Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Lawrence. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out come the Bucs now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They will start this drive with Ford, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Jerry Hughes on the stop. Now 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The handoff to Ford up the middle. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, they turn to Ford. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They run with Ford. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. To throw it is Locke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This fielded right at the goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Neville Hewitt on the stop.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. This is 4th. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Locke.
And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Locke going to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Ford. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Locke. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Ford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Draw play to Ford. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jerome Ford, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Block now to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Locke to throw.
Into the hands of Skoranek.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
In the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
In motion right, that's Hamler. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to
a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. Try to run it in with Montgomery.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no return here for Sanders.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Lock.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On third down, 4. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Looking to throw. Block. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. On play action, lock. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
From the gun on third down, lock. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Boswell's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's good one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now a give running right is Montgomery. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Montgomery on the counter. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bengals.
K.J. Hamler.
30 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Locke working out of the gun.
Has an open man, Skoranek.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Up the middle they go. It's 4th, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on 1st down.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Locke.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now Montgomery running right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Locke. That's complete to Skoranek out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, Ford. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 133 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford, and he's got it down to the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. From the gun, it's Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Ford. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Block. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw. Lock. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, 1 behind the all-time record of 5. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Hamler. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And no return here for Sanders.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Lock. And that's complete to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lock.
That is caught. He will have the first down and a bit more.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Manhertz, 48 yards.
And the Buccaneers have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals getting set to go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. In motion right, that's Hamler. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They fake the handoff, now Lock. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Jones. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Taysom Hill there to make the grab.
And the Bengals are able to move back in front.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Locke off of play action. This complete to Corley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Locke now on first down.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Jones looking around. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
And off comes to Montgomery.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same, but if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here's 1st and 10. Block.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
7 seconds to play. No timeouts, remember. Block to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.